What's up, buddy? Morning. We are heading to our first yard of the day. Well, we only have the one for today. It's already 10 o'clock. I woke up at 7, so a little bit later than I normally like to wake up. Went and did the ducks, came home, had breakfast, and then just left their house. I got all the ducks taken care of. So we have this yard, which should be super easy. It's one of my bigger yards, but it's the only one I have today, so should be able to knock it out within an hour. And then after that, we're going to go to the gym. We're going to go hit chest and back. And then we're going to go quote a weed removal job. The guy sent me some photos last week. I just haven't had time to actually head over there. And these beds are full of, it's not even a weed removal job. I'm removing grass out of these beds. So if I do get the job, definitely going to make sure I charge good for it, because that's going to be a lot of work. So we're going to go quote that after. And then once we're done with that, we're going to head and go take care of the ducks. So it should be a fairly simple day. Just been having just terrible sinus pressure in my head today. You know, whenever they put like the rubber bands around the watermelon before it explodes, like that's what my head feels like right now. So it's really hard trying to be in a good mood, because my head's just been pounding ever since I woke up. At first I was like, oh, it's just because I haven't eaten. So I ate. I've had salts, I've had sugars, I had electrolytes. I haven't had caffeine yet, so I'm hoping maybe that can help just a little bit. But luckily the first yard's only 5 minutes away, so it's not too bad, so hopefully it should go good. She's a weekly customer, so the yard's never terrible. So I will see you guys when we get there. Made it to the first yard. Look, kitties. But the yard really isn't even that bad. It's this little area, little corner back there, and then this whole little area right here. So it's super simple. It's just a little big. That's why I'm glad I got the ride a lot more, because push mowing this yard sucked so bad. But let's knock it out. Booyah! All done. Alrighty guys, yard is all done. We're leaving now. Went great, super easy. The yard wasn't even really that bad, so yards like that are beautiful. She's a once a week client. She always puts a drink out on the patio, and she puts the money underneath the floor mat. So it's just like, those are my favorite type of customers. But we knocked her yard out. It was insanely hot outside. There's not even the slightest breeze, so it's just a stagnant 95 degrees outside with not a cloud in sight. My head's feeling a little bit better, still kind of hurts. I'm hoping if we go home and eat and then have a little bit of caffeine, hopefully that might help a little bit more. So I'm excited to go to the gym. Hopefully the headache isn't too bad. It's not terrible. Every now and then I get them like this and it just sucks so bad, especially because I'll go to work out, and the problem is whenever I like bear down, like I go, it puts excess pressure in my head, and like every set I'd get to like the 5th rep and I'd feel like my head was just gonna pop. So hopefully we don't have that today, because that would really ruin a beautiful workout that we have planned. As far as pre-workout goes, I think I have 2 Ghost energy drinks in the fridge. I have the original flavor, or I think it's the blue raz or whatever, like the newer flavor they have, and that one's super good. When I'm not in a rush, I like the bigger energy drinks, like the 16 ounces, but if I'm trying to like hurry up and get out of the house, or I just want to go hit the gym, pre-workout or like the little 8-ounce cans are definitely my go-to, because trying to chug 16 ounces right before you go to the gym is just nightmare fuel. It's just not a good look. So, but we're almost home. We're gonna go home, have some lunch, have some caffeine, and then we'll hit the gym. So I'll see you guys on the way there.
Oh, the puppy, the puppy. Oh, I just washed my hands. The puppy.
Oh, I knew. Like, why are you laying like that? You have a whole bed. Hi, handsome. Alrighty guys, heading to the gym now. I just had some lunch, spent some time to cool off inside, which is nice. My head's feeling way better, so that's really nice. We are crushing the blue raspberry Ghost. This one is insanely good. I wish, maybe they do and I just don't know, but I wish they made this in a smaller can. I really like the 8-ounce energy drinks. The 16 ounces are just a little too much for my preference. But we had some tacos, just tortilla, meat, and cheese. Nothing fancy, just a nice easy meal, some carbs, fats, and proteins. Nice and easy. I was thinking I timed it perfectly, thinking like, oh, I'll go to the gym, and then from the gym I'll go to that weed removal job quote. I'll go quote that and then come home. And I was like, sweet, I'm gonna go, that'll be perfect. But now that I'm thinking about it, it's 1 o'clock. He's not gonna be ready until 3 o'clock. So it's kind of that awkward time, because most of my workouts are only about 30 minutes to about 45 minutes, and then, well, that's about 45 minutes to an hour, depending if I have like just time in the day. But normally I try and do like a nice like 30 to 45 minute workouts perfect, unless I'm doing cardio, then normally about an hour. So I don't know, we might just lollygag for about 30 minutes. That way I could just get it. Well, I think what we might do is go work out, do some cardio, and then come sit in the car, and I'll edit the video up until pretty much the end of the gym. That way I could at least have that done instead of just doom scrolling, because I found that's really helped though too, is because I'm making these videos and I record them on my phone, is instead of just scrolling endlessly, I'll just take that time to edit the video throughout the day. So anytime I want to open up Instagram or TikTok or something like that, I'll just open up CapCut and just start editing it. That way at least it's already done, because I'm gonna have to edit it anyways, right? So having that done, it gives me something else to do. But feeling a lot better. I was in a little bit of I was in a pretty big funk last night, and I'm talking really funky. All funk, no bunch, if you get what I'm putting down. And so feeling better now. Is kind of carried over into this morning, but made some money, hung out with the puppies, and now we're drinking caffeine, and we got a chest and back day. So it doesn't really get much better than that. So I'll see you guys in there. Alrighty guys, gym is all done. I just quoted that weed removal job, but my phone overheated on the way over here, so it just stopped halfway through the recording. But gym was absolutely amazing. It's crazy, when you hit the right amount of calories, you drink water, you get in your electrolytes, and you get a good amount of sleep, how great you feel. So we're gonna keep riding that wave because I feel really good. I plateaued on bench like forever ago. I was just stuck at 185 for the longest time. And I just gave up on it. I was just like, whatever, we're just gonna go down to 135 for like another month and then jump back up eventually. And I was thinking back on it, I'm like, oh yeah, the reason why I plateaued is because I just stopped eating and I wasn't getting my sleep and I wasn't doing everything so I started doing that again, and would you look at that, I feel better now. So gym was awesome, had a great workout. We just left the weed removal job, or the quote at least. I went over there, I scouted them out. The right one isn't too bad. It looks way worse than it is. It just has a whole bunch of vines that need to be pulled out. There's a lot of like native plants that they planted, but they want all the vines removed, so that one isn't bad. And then the one to the left, that one has a whole bunch of vines and it has grass, and grass is one of the most annoying things to try and pull. So that one I ended up quoting, the left one at 250, the right one I ended up quoting at 200. And I know you might be like, that's absolutely outrageous, and I will tell you, weed removal jobs suck so bad, especially when there's already other plants in there, because you can't just rip it all up, you know, for the most part, spray it with some weed killer and then come back and just, you know, clean it all up. Like, I'm gonna have to go in there on my hands and knees and then pull every single thing out, and it's gonna take a minute, and I'm gonna have to hire my buddy to come help me. So, you know, you're trying to tack on money, and it's hot outside, so, and it's a job I don't want to do, so they automatically get an extra 20% upcharge on it. But I rattled off the number to him, and I could tell he was like, ooh, all right. And then his wife was like, yeah, that's fine. And he was like, hold on. So it was funny watching him go back and forth, but he just was wondering. So I was like, well, look, you know, I'll knock out the cheaper one. You know, I'll do the $200 one. You'll see how you like the work. If you like it, we can move on and do the other beds. If you don't, you know, no hard feelings, no nothing. He was like, all right, yeah, we could take a look at that. So he said he's going to go just kind of think about it. So we'll see. You know, most of the time when people say they're just going to think about it, normally I get a yes back, but occasionally get a regular no. I don't ever try and make people say yes on the spot, because if someone were to throw out a quote to me and they're expecting an answer, I don't like that. So I try not to put that on to any of my customers. But I also landed another job with him for a junk removal job here in the future. He just needs it for a rental. So that works out great, because I did a junk removal job for his son, and then he got in contact with him, and then I went over and just did that weed quote for him, and then I, you know, just got a junk removal job off of him. So works out great. You know, the more people that know about the work that you do, the more likely you're going to get jobs. So but we're heading home now. We're going to go home, chill out for a little bit. I'm going to work on editing this video, eat up, hydrate, cool off, because it's a cool 100 degrees outside right now. And then we are going to go do the chickens. So I will see you guys tonight. Oh, my seatbelt locked. What's up, boys? We are all done with the ducks. I didn't end up recording any of it. I was actually on the phone with my papa, so sorry, but they are all done, and that means we are officially done for the day. It's 8:55. We are going to head home now, get a shower, edit this video, and then hit the hay. I already hit all my calories. We already had our PB&J and milk, and we had a protein shake. So we're gonna head home now and then just wind down, because tomorrow I plan on having a bit of an early day. I have no like actual jobs that I have to go do. I have to go pick up the trailer later in the afternoon, but the dump's closed on Sundays, so I'm just gonna go pick it up and bring it home. So, and the lady lives like 8 minutes away from me, so that's really not that big of a deal. But my plan is go home, go to bed early, wake up at 4 a.m., go to the gym, come home, have some breakfast, and then I have to go do the ducks early in the morning. So we're gonna go do that. But the plan is, so I have a pond in the backyard that I dug out from my mom, and we planted all sorts of plants all around it, and they're starting to get pretty overgrown. And then we have a couple bushes in the front yard and like the mulch beds. They're getting pretty, not crazy, but they definitely need to be cleaned up, and I've just been neglecting them, if we're being completely honest. I've been busy, but they always say you make time for stuff that matters to you, and cutting my own bushes just hasn't mattered to me. So I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow while it's just wake up early, while it's cool outside, and just get that all knocked out. That way it's done and over with, so I don't have to keep coming home and looking at it and go, man, I need to get to that. So that's the game plan. And then in the pond I only had like 6 minnows and then 2 bluegill, and well, they have reproduced a bunch, so I have probably close to like 30 minnows in this pond, and then I have the 2 bluegill, which are getting pretty hefty size in there, and the pond really isn't that big. So my plan is I'm gonna hopefully be able to catch 2 of the bluegill tomorrow, and then hopefully some of the minnows, and I'm gonna take them to the house that I house sit for, because they have 3 ponds in their backyard. So hopefully I can catch them in the morning and then put them in there, because then I also plan on cleaning out the pond, because the algae bloom has been absolutely insane, and it's not going to get any better just looking at it. So I need to go in there and then rip out a good amount of the clumpage in there, and then hopefully it should clear up, because then they make algicide, but I don't like using that a whole bunch, but I can use it to just maintain it, because I've used it before and it worked perfectly. So that's the game plan for tomorrow. Nothing crazy. I got to do the ducks just AM, and then kind of evening time I want to trim up the bushes, and then I want to clean out the pond. That's really my big like bucket list, or not bucket list, but little like checklist that I want to get done tomorrow. And then of course pick up the trailer, but should be fairly good. Tomorrow's arms, so I'm super excited about that. It's one of my favorite workouts to hit. It's enjoyable to say the least. But so my mom's birthday was about 2 weeks ago, and I ended up getting, or my stepdad and I ended up going in and we got her it's the Ecovacs D-Bot T90 Omni, which is an absolute mouthful. It's the little like vacuum for the house, like the little the robot ones that go around. And it was a little pricey, yes, but it has its own little station. So it has a place where it can empty its own vacuum, it can clean the mop head, and it can fill itself up with water. So it's pretty much self-sufficient for quite a few uses. I mean, we empty it every so often. I've been using it for about a week straight now, and it's been doing absolutely amazing. Now, it's not going to make your house look insanely, crazy transformation on the carpet and the tile, or, whatever your flooring is. You still got to, upkeep it every now and then, but it's a good maintainer, which is awesome, because I don't know about you, but I don't like coming home after a long day and then having to sweep, and being able to just click on your phone, because it has an app. You just go on your phone, you hit sweep, the kitchen, or vacuum, sweep the kitchen, and it'll go to the kitchen, vacuum the kitchen, and then go back to the little house, or its little like docking station. And that is an unbelievably nice feature, because for example, like, you can mop with it too, so you can have it to where it'll vacuum. You can have it to where or it can vacuum and sweep at the same time. Jeez, I don't know why I keep saying sweep. It can vacuum and mop at the exact same time, and that is an absolutely beautiful feature, because I don't know about you, but sweeping and mopping suck. It's one of my least favorite chores to do. I'd rather do laundry than sweep and mop the entire house. So that little robot has definitely been an absolute game changer. I love it to death. But with that, my mom and I have been kind of cleaning up the house, because it's been the first time in like 2 months where no one else has been there. So we kind of just tackled it all together, cleaned everything up. And when I was cleaning my room, I was staring at my 3D printer, because I got one a while ago and I was using it like non-stop. I think in 2 months I put like 470 hours on it or something. I was running it like almost all day every day. And I was making all sorts of stuff, and I was trying to not print out knickknacks. Like, that was the one thing I told myself, is that if I spend all this money on this thing, I'm not printing out tiny little knickknacks. I mean, I printed out like a tiny few little small things. Like, I printed out a U-2 spy plane, and it looks so sick. It sits right above my headboard. I'll pop a photo over here. But I've been printing out a lot of ammo cases, and because I love shooting. And so with that, though, the house that I house it for, he's a state police officer for Texas, and he whenever I do the stuff for their house, he's like, well, you know, we're about to do all this. He was like, do you want cash or do you want a gun? And I was like, so for the past little while now, I've been just doing cash because I've been pretty broke, but I don't have an AR. I have like shotguns, I have an AK, I have bolt actions, I have lever actions, I have pistols. Like, I have an assortment of like different rounds, but I don't have any like a 5.56 like AR platform. So I'm going to be getting one of those for all the house sitting I'm doing pretty much from like 2 months ago till probably like January or so. That'll cover all the money that they would be paying me for house sitting, but instead it's going to a gun. So I'm really excited. I should be getting that in the next week or so. So I wanted to clean out the 3D printer that way, because I've been printing out ammo cases. Like, they have like a 3D printed model where you can print out ammo cases for pretty much any caliber. I'll pop up a photo over here too, and they're really nice. They're just small little containers, and they're super sick, and they're stackable. So I want to print out a whole bunch of those, and I was like, I might get on that way, because I need to go get ammo, because I don't want to have a gun with no bullets, because that's like having a vehicle with no gas. So, but we just made it home. We're gonna go inside, shower, and then work on editing this video. So I hope you guys had a great day. I really appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.